Hey y'all, today we're talking about Cabins of Curiosity, episode 6, Dreams in the Witch House. And it has that guy from Harry Potter. I think his name's Rupert Grint. You know, Ron Weasley. So his character, Walter Gilman, witnesses his twin sister Epperly die. And I guess because they have such a twin bond, he sees her spirit and it gets dragged off to like this vortex whirlpool thing, and he sees trees, and she ends up in the forest of the lost souls. After witnessing this event, he spends his entire life trying to find her because he promised that he would let nothing happen to her, and she died. So he's trying to find her, and he becomes like a paranormal investigator. So he's a paranormal investigator in the Spiritualist Society. And it's just a bunch of people looking for ghosts and spirits and all that stuff, like a little club. So Walter grows up to become a bartender. And at his job, he meets this guy. And the guy takes him to this club where all these people get together and they take a drug called liquid gold. Liquid gold takes you to the other side, to the forest that he's looking your sister at. And he's there, and the guy tells him, don't create any ripples. And a ripple is when you change something in the spirit world, and it's really, really bad. So he goes there, he's there for a minute, he sees his sister, and he gets sucked out. And he keeps going back. He goes back like 3 times. And then on the other time he goes back, he grabs his sister's sleeve, and he takes it with him when he goes back to the human world. This created a big ripple effect. So when he remembered at one part in his dream that he saw a lady that he saw at his spiritual society building with a triangle painting. So he looked at the painting, he's like, how did you get here? And so when he gets out, he goes back to the paranormal society to show them his sister's sleeve, but they don't believe him. They think he's mad. And so he leaves, but he sees the painting and he sees the house that's on the painting. So he goes to that house, and it's the house of a witch named Kezia Mason. Kezia Mason was like executed during like the Salem witch trials and stuff. And so there's this talking rat, and he's like, oh, is he the one that's going to bring us back to life and save us? And so Kezia leaves like a spell and stuff like that to kind of just like breadcrumb him. So the next time he goes back to the lost souls forest, he sees his sister. And Kezia is chasing him, and she tries to suck his soul out, right? Like she kisses him and tries to suck his soul, but his sister comes and saves him. And they jump out of that world, and she's in the real world, but she's kind of fading. And then that's when he sees that psychic lady that he saw in his dreams and that he saw at the spiritual society. And she's telling him the only reason why your sister's here is because you have to die. One of you has to die in order for her to live. A human must die. And that's why Kezia wants you. So they go back to the little witch house together. And she's trying to save him from Kezia. They go to the church where her sister is. It's a nun. And they're trying to hide out of the church. But the witch comes there and she's able to suck Walter out of the damn church. And she takes him back to the hotel, and he's on the bed. And then she tries to like kill him some more. She has this key to finish her spell, but his sister pops up like a ghost, and she stabs Kezia with the key. Kezia's body disintegrates, and then the rat thing, his body kind of disappears because they go into the attic and they see her mummified remains, and the mummified remains of her familiar little rat creature. And so the rat creature, they think that the witch is dead. The witch is dead, but the rat creature still survives, and he jumps inside Walt's body, and then he bursts out and kills him. And then he jumps into the walls, so the friends can't see. And when the friends leave the body up there, I don't know why they chose to leave the body unattended, the rat jumps back into Walt's body, takes it over, and he's like, well, I might as well use it because he didn't do anything with his life. And that's how it ends, with the rat strolling off in Walter's body. In conclusion, my takeaway from this is, you have to live your life. You get one. And Walt wasted his by looking for his sister, and his sister made peace. Because the reason why she ended up in the Lost Souls is because she was too afraid to move on. But after she saved Walt, she's like, I found peace now. And she goes over to where she's supposed to go. Walt then realizes that, he has a life that he needs to go live. He gave up on playing the piano because he was so obsessed with finding his sister. And then, so the rat took over and, he was like, I'm going to live this body and I'm going to ride this body until I can't anymore. And Walt didn't realize the importance of life and living until it was too late. And then, but hopefully he found his peace. He's on the other side with his sister, happy. And that's about it. Sorry, this was crappy. I'm out.